You are welcome to HN What's Your Say? The #1 listening show where we discuss real issues with real people like you. We are still featuring R. Kelly. Real name Robert Sylvester Kelly. Also known as the R&B King. After the double-edged sword Chicago sentencing which saw R. Kelly given 19 years to serve concurrently with the New York case, and an additional 1 year to serve consecutively, supporters of Robert Kelly had something to celebrate considering the judge could have chosen to be mean like the New York Ann Donnelly and instructed that the 19 years to be consecutive, which would in a way shutter R. Kelly's hopes to get to the end of this case. But this did not necessarily mean that all was well with the sentencing, or even with the judgment that was being referred to. The Chicago case against R. Kelly has issues that call for an appeal, and his attorney Jennifer Bonjean did make it clear in her press report that she would be preparing an appeal against the lengthy sentence. A 20-year sentence according to her and everyone else who understands criminal law is rather too harsh for the crimes R. Kelly was convicted for, and it's also important not to forget that the judgment also had errors of its own. Remember, in this trial of 13 counts, R. Kelly was found innocent of 7 and guilty of 3, and the other 3 were a result of the judge's decision to interfere with the jurors' work, ignoring what the indictment said and forcing 3 guilty verdicts for what should have been regarded a mistrial. This means in the real sense that the jury only managed to find R. Kelly guilty of 3 counts of CP, a conviction which shouldn't attract a 20-year sentence. It's therefore imperative that attorney Jennifer Bonjean appeals the Chicago case to counteract such a wrongful judgment and subsequent inappropriate sentencing, which she promised to do. Yesterday, 9th of March 2023, Jennifer Bonjean finally made her promise official when she filed a formal notice to appeal the Chicago case, and according to her previous submissions, there are various grounds upon which this appeal is premised, and basing on which the Chicago verdict and sentencing can be contested. She recently made it clear to the Chicago judge during the pre-sentencing hearing that the government's principal witness Jane had lied under oath, when she said she wasn't going to seek restitutions against R. Kelly, yet she had already hired an attorney to that effect, and that for this reason she is guilty of perjury and her testimony should not be admissible. Another avenue is the fact that the judge also admitted R. Kelly was never guilty for coercing minors to be with him, yet he still managed to find him guilty for the same and attempt to catch him on the enticement part of the count. This was quite contradicting coming from one man and deserves redress. Also important to note is that this claim that R. Kelly enticed women to be with him is highly questionable. If his profession as an artist was responsible for his celebrity, and the women found his celebrity enticing enough for them to want to be with him, then it should be his profession at trial and not Robert himself. In other words, Robert did not wake up one day and apply or choose to become a celebrity, something women are naturally attracted to. He didn't choose his lifestyle. Once one is a celebrity artist, there is a lifestyle that comes with it which many will naturally find attractive, and this is not his fault. This country should not be indicting citizens for the lifestyle they did not choose or just because some people find them attractive to be with. This is comparable to arresting a man because she is so handsome and young women find him attractive to be with. Just like the New York case and trial, which have loopholes to exploit and probably have the verdict overturned, the Chicago case too is not without errors. The government broke so many laws trying to take down R. Kelly, and it's time they are made to pay for this rather illegitimate approach to matters of law. There is a way the government converted what was supposed to be another normal trial into a sword fight against one man, R. Kelly. The whole case was personalized and the interest was no longer to find justice, which is the primary role of government and its judicial wing. Instead, the focus became doing whatever was possible to make sure they had him locked up for the rest of his life, and in the process, they messed up their own case against him. With experienced appellate attorney Jennifer Bonjean, the government is bound to pay a hefty price for this rather ambitious attempt on the R&B king. According to Lisa McRae, I am glad Jennifer Bonjean will be appealing the Chicago case because for sure, all the people involved in pinning R. Kelly in Chicago are not being as truthful. I have a problem with the journalist who claims evidence against R. Kelly was delivered in his mailbox. The government has allowed him to fool the nation, but we know the truth. We also know that Jim DeRogatis won't give half this much attention to actual victims. Like R. Kelly said in his interview with Gayle King, real victims are out there in real danger while he sits at a laptop typing about R. Kelly. R. Kelly buys his victims Birkin bags and he pays for their breast augmentation. That causes so much suffering and trauma that they need restitution and NDA settlements. His hair braider may be back soon to sue him again because even with $650,000, she still couldn't pay her mortgage. Jim DeRogatis and group should stop harassing R. Kelly and go find the real victims out there that need their help. You won't have time to write books if you look for missing girls whose lives are in actual danger. Since you claim you care about women, hurry before time runs out. Some mother would love to see her child again. DeRogatis. According to Lhem03, I have listened to R. Kelly speak in the previous videos on this channel and I strongly agree with him. There is something illegal the government has done in each case and almost at every stage. Tasha K has come out to confess she indeed received R. Kelly's prison records, which is not acceptable by law. This is not hearsay, as she admitted it herself not once, not twice but numerous times. R. Kelly is not making this up and attention must be driven towards this matter such that the Bureau of Prisons is held accountable. Simply retiring the officer prematurely is not enough. The New York verdict needs to be overturned because it was achieved through dubious methods. Likewise, the Chicago verdict and sentences are also questionable. We need answers. If you wish to take part in a live interview on this channel discussing any of these topics, let us know by emailing us on sashahnnewsroom@gmail.com for scheduling. That is all we had for you today on HN What's Your Say. To keep updated whenever we post a new video, subscribe to this channel now. Also remember to hit the bell icon and enable notifications. And feel free to share your opinions with us in the comment section below, and let us know if you would like us to publish your views in our next release. We value all our subscribers' opinions.